You said in September. I mean, you said before. You said during December. Nah, you said Brian Kelly. You said this summer. The team you had this year, you could take them in September. Well, September. What's up? Now it's October. We still 5-2. That's average, man. Um, the Dolphins played their best game yesterday. We lead the league in drops at the receiving core. The defense got ran through. We the defensive coordinator didn't spot Pivia, and how and they lost. I mean, they won. They beat Alabama last year. They beat us this year. Like I said, man, LSU, we have to stop letting these other teams beat us, man. We just do. James Franklin, he got fired over the weekend for not getting it done. Um, you know, um, Les Miles, Coach O, they got fired because they couldn't beat the dudes with the A on the helmet. And when you come to LSU, it's about winning championships, and you're not doing that. You started for We started for the New Year's Six Bowl. That's not what we want to be, but you're okay with that because, like I just found out, if we get invited to the New Year's Six Bowl, you get a hundred thousand. So you're okay with that. I like I like that the fact that you coach the guys hard, but all that is falling on deaf ears. Because you're okay with just going to New Year's Six Bowl. That's not what it's about. It's about championships. Yeah, Les Miles had one. Coach O had one. Coach O had one. Nick Saban had one when he was at LSU. When he was the coach, but that's not what it's about, man. Like I said, the the offense had their best had their best day. The defense struggling, man. Like I said, they got ran through. We couldn't get off the field on third down. When we had Pavia pressure, he got through. They was running wide open. He had time to throw Pavia, and like I said, when he threw the ball, none of our guys was near his guys. They just ran for first downs and so on and so on. And we didn't have a spy, so it was a complete letdown. And once again, we're gonna be in position for a New Year's Six Bowl. And like I said, you're comfortable with that because you'll get that $100 million. I'm sorry, you'll get that $100,000, and that's okay for you. You feel like you done your job. You don't need to do nothing else. Your first your first year at LSU, when you came, you said your first the reason why you came excuse me, the reason why you came is to beat Alabama. Well, hell, we can't even beat out. We can't even beat Alabama when we can't even beat the Vanderbilts, the USC's, and things like that. Sure, unless you have the name, but we don't have the game. You know, we used to dominate these teams that we go up against. That's not been the case the last, what, 15 years, 20 years. We haven't been doing that. They've been dominating us. We had a good home crowd. Yes, I mean, our fans travel. LSU fans travel. It was more purple and gold than black and gold. So I don't know who out there, as far as coaching was. Yeah, James Franklin. He'd be good, but he can't beat the top ranked teams. Will he do any different? We'll see if he get the job. Like I said, man, Marcus Freeman, he not leaving. He shouldn't leave. Hell, they just Notre Dame. They just beat USC yesterday, so he not going nowhere. So I don't know who's who's the best coaching candidate out there. It's just like it's just like the Lakers. It's just like any other team. When you put on that purple and gold with the Lakers, um, playoffs is not where is that. Championships where is that. Same thing when you put on the LSU uniform, or when you put on that LSU, when you put on that shirt, that coach's shirt, it's about titles, and we ain't getting that done. We ain't getting that done. We not. Be letting teams do what they want to do. They could lose. Yeah. We help them start up their programs by beating us, and we still haven't found a way that to say, hey, teams can beat us. They can. We're not invisible. That our mistake is gone. That GBU, like I said, we should say that anymore because we're not about that. And Vanderbilt, they haven't beat us since 1990. So they broke their streak. And if Wood Smith, if he decide to terminate your contract, he will only have to pay you 50, 53, 53.3 million. Round that up, that's 54. So yeah, ever since you've been at LSU, Brian Kelly, it's been New Year six bowls. That's about it. T- 10 win seasons. That's cool, but not championships. That's what we should be in. And we haven't been in the championship picture. Last time we won it was 2019. Come on, man. You have Georgia still doing what they doing. You have Ole Miss on the come up, and what we doing? We stand pat. I guess our defense have been playing good, but you know they played terrible yesterday. And that's what happens when our defense they carried us all year, and then when we needed them to step up yesterday, they didn't do it because they've been doing it all season. And why would I want to go to LSU? Why wouldn't I want to go to these other schools and beat LSU? Because they can't. So we that day just when we see a team on our schedule, oh, just a walk on the park. Oh, we got this. Nah, that day is gone. That day is dead, bro. Teams coming with everything, and we have to match their intensity. We're not doing it. They building their programs like SEC programs, and they taking up a fight to us, rightfully so. We lost our fight. We lost our mystique. The only team who holding the conference up is Georgia and Ole Miss. They doing their part. The rest of the teams not. If you a recruit looking at that game yesterday, you would say, "Man, I ain't going to LSU. Man, I'm going to Vanderbilt." Or the last two games when we played Florida State, man, you said, "Man, I'm going to Florida State." Or what was it? I think it was this year. USC. Why I'm going to LSU when I could go to USC? They not guys not even looking at LSU. Sure, the hometown guys looking at LSU because they want to stay close to their families. I get that, but for the out of region guys, why should I come to you? Y'all haven't been relevant. Only thing y'all been doing is going into your six bowls, winning 10 games a year. That's not good enough. It's just not. And I'm gonna let you fan. And I call it like I said. So like I said, I don't know who out there that can, that's a good coach. Cause, like I said, James Franklin is a good coach. But just like I said, he can't beat the, he can't beat the top ranked teams. So that'll be a waste of money on, getting James Franklin. He can't beat the ranked teams. Um, did Jimbo do he have anything left? Jimbo Fish? We shall see. I know Nick Saban not gonna come back because Nick Saban having a good time. During college game day. So Nick Saban, he not going, he not going to Penn State either. You think if Penn State fans, if y'all think Nick Saban was going to Penn State, not after what he said on Saturday on game day, he said that James Franklin was treated unfair. Nah, he wasn't because when you're the head coach, you gotta win. You don't win, you out. You don't win the top team. I mean, you don't beat the ranked teams. You out. And the ads don't want to hear. Oh, I ain't had our players ready to play. It's on me. They get tired of hearing that. They want results. It's a result based business. Just like any other company, any other industry, if you're not cutting it, they're gonna fire you and find somebody else who could do the job. And coaching is no different. Yeah, I feel bad for James Franklin. Coaches who got to uproot, their families and things like that. But that's just the nature of the game. Look what happened to Les Miles. Look what happened to Coach O. They got fired because they couldn't be Saban. Saban was the mark, and they got fired. They couldn't beat him. And right now, I know that Georgia beat Ole Miss yesterday. I know that, but I want to see that game again. Ole Miss and Georgia. Yeah, Georgia beat them by 8, but I think next time around, Ole Miss gonna beat them. They was right there. If Georgia don't make it, Ole Miss, I'd rather see Ole Miss win the championship because they have all the pieces, man. They have a talented quarterback, and they had Lane Kiffin as their coach. Lane Kiffin not going nowhere. Not to no Penn State. Why would he leave when they got a good program? Well, they 6-1. They only got a good. They have a good quarterback who only going to get better. And they had one of the ones at quarterback. They had one of the ones last year quarterback at Jackson Dart. But yeah, man. So I don't know where LSU go from here. I don't know the top candidates out there who who won this coaching job. Let me ask y'all this, LSU fans out there: is LSU uh um a good coaching job? Um, I don't think it is, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because why would a current coach come to LSU when they're having success at their schools, like a Mark Freeman, like a Lane Kiffin, who in the conference. Now, and if Mark Freeman was available, which he not, I would love for him to come to LSU, but like I said, why would he leave? Eventually, Notre Dame they gonna win the championship. They is. I mean, they've been in the playoffs back to back years, so they on the come up. Um, the only I think it's going to take like a young coach, like in like maybe he in his late 30s, early 40s, somewhere around there. But I don't know where we go from here. Uh, it's down, man. The LSU football program is down, man. We not where what we should be. I like Brian Kelly for getting on the guys and things like that when they mess up, but he just okay going to the New Year's Six Bowl, and that's failure signals. And we not that team right now. We're not that team right now. We're not a playoff team. We're not a championship team. Yeah, we have talented guys. We do have that. But we're not a championship team, not a playoff team. You could pencil us in for New Year's Six Bowl. That's what kind of teams we are. That's what type of team we have been. A New Year's Six Bowl. So if you want to say, I'm saying LSU right now and for the perceived future will be in the New Year's Six Bowl. Call us the LSU New Year's Six Bowl because that's what we gonna be. That's what we gonna be. That's what we gonna That's what we're gonna play in. We're not gonna play in the championship games. You have to do more. You can't say we keep on having the same we having the same conversation again. Well, that's you. No, we ain't run the ball well yesterday either. So we, like I said, LSU, call LSU New Year Six Bowl, LSU Tigers until further notice. But on further notice, that's what I'm calling us. LSU New Year Six Bowl Tigers, because that's what we're gonna be in. We ain't gonna be in the championship game. We ain't gonna win the SEC. We're just not. But I'ma still keep riding. But like I said, the program is down. It's down. Will we rise again? Absolutely. But until then, it's a failure season. It's always a failure season until the coaches, until the head coach, the players gotta look at themselves in the mirror and say, "This not it. This not us. This not our history." The fans, we can't want it more than the players do. But like I said, I'm gonna keep watching and I'm gonna keep riding, cause I'm an LSU fan. But we're not one of them top programs. We mid. So if I was telling any prospects, don't go to LSU. Go to another school that could be LSU. Anyway, that's all I have. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. Don't be something you're not. Um, fellas, if she wanna leave, let her leave. And ladies, if you wanna leave, let them leave. And on that note, I'm out. Peace.